This is the Predator X18S. This has been modified of a normal X18 to suit the off-road racer. If a customer desired to run the Baja 1000. We do not sell a certified vehicle, but we sell a vehicle that can be certified by Score International. To go over some of the highlights of the vehicle, this car has been modified with gauges, an extra fuel pump. It's got King racing shocks on it, which are tuned by King. King's been building shocks for about 20 years. We recommend them highly to the off-road racer, either a King or a Fox shock. That's what they do, and they do it well. To go over some of the gauges and some of the neat features of this car's set up with a GPS, FM radio. It's got a quick disconnect steering wheel. The gauges, you have a backup fuel pump here. If you were to have dirt in your fuel pump, the only reason why you'd want a backup one is in case you got dirt in a fuel pump, and obviously filling gas at a high rate of flow. In the field, running a Baja 1000 type race, you could get a plugged fuel pump. So the idea is to always have a backup. You have a fuel pressure gauge monitoring the pressure. You should have about 56 pounds of pressure. And then you have a fuel fill and telling you how much is in the tank itself, which right now we're just running over a half a tank. You have a quick release on the steering wheel, and this has your FM communications button. It's a quick disconnect with power steering. You have a low speed switch that'll limit the car to about 30 miles an hour, a high speed switch that'll let it run upwards of 70 miles an hour. You have air horns, blinkers on the standard car, and then all of your gauges or switches along with circuit breakers. You have run lights, spotlights on the roof, another set of spotlights on the roof, an inside dome light which also lights up underneath the dash on the race model, and then you have seat heaters for the passenger and the driver. Over here you have a voltmeter, you have a trans temperature gauge, water temperature gauge, and oil pressure gauge, and then you have a complete FM radio which will go between 10 and 50 miles depending upon the terrain, and you have a complete comlink which gives you the ability to deaden the noise of the engine, and if you're out on a luxury cruise you can listen to your iPod in the background either through headphones or through a helmet cam. Up on top here we have a rear view mirror and also a Lowrance GPS. This is the little 5-inch screen. You can go all the way up to a 10-inch screen, which would be mounted somewhere down in this area if a customer wanted a bigger screen. The seats are fully adjustable, front to rear. I'm 300 pounds, 6'1", and fit in the car with no problem whatsoever. And we've had customers as big as 6 foot. We'll cut that part out of the video. I don't know why that's so tight. We've had customers as big as 6'6" fit in the car, no problem. This has an aluminum roof followed by a fiberglass roof. You have your RPM gauge here up front as well. On the roof, you have a roof rack, your FM antenna, your GPS antenna, and then 4 6-inch HIDs. On the front of the car, you have 2 4-inch HIDs, so you got adequate lighting on the front of the car. And while we're at the front, you have all chromoly 130 wall arms, chromoly Heims, 4-piston caliper brakes on both sides, and you have a power rack to absorb the hard ruts. We'll go to the back of it. I'll have her just cut that out. The back of the car, it's fitted with a blower for your helmets. Safety light for best in the desert, requires a blue light, and then you have brake lights and also running lights. Then you have the same back here. You have some built-in little LED lights. Michael, go ahead and turn all those on. On the very back bumper, you have a built-in Walker Evans wheel with a Goodyear tire and a built-in jack. This is a wing trunk for putting tools or any extra parts you might want to carry with you. Radiator set up with 3 fans, all independently controlled. And this is fitted with a extra high flow air filter. Should be capable of running about 1,000 miles before you got to change the air filter, even in terrain such as Baja. The axles are chromoly axles with Porsche 930 CVs. The transmission has a forward, neutral, and reverse, so it's a fully automatic car. And it's running a CVT transmission, just like it's been on snowmobiles now for about 40 years. This car is fitted with a fuel cell per score regulations, or any off-road racing pretty much requires a fuel cell. So the car is set up ideally as a pre-runner, and then a customer can take the car down and have it tagged to run in the Baja 1000 if he likes.